boys, here we go. Up front, we got Hartsey, Duke, Merrill. On the back end, we got Spurs, Minty. Between the pipes, we got the Duke.
I think it's good. I think it's fun, right? It wakes you up a bit.
We got Green, Booth, Hartsey.
I mean, he really plays that role of that goofy, funny character in the room.
Street boys up here, in the gymnasium. Oh, yeah.
Definitely brings the energy. You see some of his dance moves in the dressing room, and he's always good to break the ice.
Something that makes everybody in the room smile and say, like, I'm happy to be here. I enjoy my time with this team. I'm really happy to be a part of it. My whole world is right here. It's the only thing that really matters to me is these girls, and every time I'm around them, it just brightens my day, and they're the joy of my life for sure.
He's amazing. He always wants to play with them. He's the best I've ever witnessed.
Their commitment to my career, or just allowing me to go on my journey, has taken me to this level. I think it must be pretty special for them, and it makes me happy that I'm able to make them proud. Typical day back here, just trying to keep the dog exercised, keep everyone entertained. There's Olive there throwing the ball for Canelo. Ready? We rescued him when we were playing in Vegas. We love Canelo. The other ones are over here. Looks like Jolie's over there making dinner. And there's Lenny and Sonny sharing some snacks. My whole world is right here. It's the only thing that really matters to me is these girls, and it's so awesome. Every time I'm around them, it just brightens my day, and they're the joy of my life for sure. This is our bearded dragon named RuPaul. Where we lived in Las Vegas, we had a bunch of wild lizards, geckos, I don't know what they were called. And we caught one day, and we tried to like keep it as a pet, but he wasn't doing well, so we let him go. But we went to the reptile store, and we picked up RuPaul. Been with us since what? 2019, 2020? Yeah, Jolie's not a big fan. Son, you want to touch? You want to give a kiss? Yeah, kiss. No.
RuPaul eats worms.
Mira, por acá.
One time we tried feeding her a ladybug, live cricket. She likes them the most because then she's like in the desert, pretending like to hunt on her real food.
But yeah, so most days after the baby gets up from the nap, if it's a nice enough day, we try and get outdoors and soak it in and take a bike ride somewhere to a park or just around the neighborhood. So today we're gonna head to the park.
Yay.
Our American Ninja Warrior contestant right here. Nice. Sweet. No big deal. I can't do that. No chance. So Olive is our first. She's 7. She'll be a second grader in a few days here. She's typical firstborn, listens to mom and dad for the most part, rule follower.
I like to think of her as like our game changer. She kind of both woke us up a little bit, like made us become adults. And she's very sweet, she's responsible. She is very caring with her sisters. Then there's Lennon, which we nickname Lemon because she's as sweet as lemonade, but sour as lemon.
She's 5. She's very, beats to her own drum. There's no speeding up Len. She's on her own page, does her own thing. Good job, Len. Strong girl, you got it. Be crazy. That's Jolie. She's our 3rd. Jolie is 3.5. She goes by Jo Queen because she is the queen of the house.
She quotes movies like Jonny does and quotes pretty much any one-liners other people say. She just uses them in the perfect context. And she's really fun.
For a while when she was a baby, we called her the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world because nobody messes with Jo, that's for show.
And then there's Sunny. And Sunny, we named her after Sunny Koufax from Big Daddy. She is funny, she's sweet, she is very demanding and knows what she wants and telling people no and pushing her sisters off her when she doesn't want to be touched. So she knows what she wants.
Sticky butts.
Yeah. You wanna go on? You wanna do it again?
She is the prototypical baby. She is babied by not only mom and I, but by her sisters as well. And she knows it too. And as she gets older, I think she's gonna know it even more. But yeah, she's awesome. She's so much fun. She's social, she's outgoing, but she's our little baby. But they are such a pack. Like when one of them's not around, they don't feel right. Like they need the full pack together. Like, and when we take them to places with other kids and stuff, they just stay together and they just move around all together.
Yeah, always.
They look out for each other. It's really cool to see.
How much do you enjoy being a dad?
I think I said it at home, it's the joy of my life up to this point. It gave me so much purpose in life and what it means to live and to be happy, and it's everything for me.
He's the best. I've never seen anything like it. He's amazing. He always wants to play with them. After like a long road trip, it doesn't matter what time they get in, he is up with them. And he's like letting me like sleep more because and I probably just gone through a nightmare of a week with the monsters. But he's really sweet, he's funny. He is constantly dancing with them. So yeah, I'd say he's the best I've ever witnessed.
Couple new faces in the lineup with John Merrill, the defenseman. And John Merrill gets spilled, and John Merrill is injured. Makes his way back to the USA bench in some discomfort, holding that left arm.
I couldn't believe it. Like, yeah, just disbelief. You're devastated that we're out of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and then you get that call, kind of excited about going to there and having that opportunity. Crazy travel, not adjusted, and then that happens, and Jess was supposed to be coming to meet me the same day that I flew back again.
Start with this one. I want to see your range of motion just real quick with that. Just 5 each way. And it's got to stay close to the body, remember? Yep, there. Then it goes past the shoulder, down the back. And it loops. Then you loop that arm back around. Yeah. The particular exercise at the beginning is called a halo. And you can do it several different ways. The first one there, it's a wider handle like this, so he's not going through a deeper range of motion. He did that last week, no problem. So this week we had him start with it just to warm up. And then we went to the kettlebell, which puts him in a tighter range of motion. It puts him more compact, but puts the shoulder through a larger range of motion. And he was fine with that. So that's now going to be his warm up. Nice. All right, so from now on, use the bell. I think you're beyond this. Okay, nice.
Kind of a phase of just really trying to get my range of motion back. You're sitting the first 4 to 6 weeks really sort of immobilized and in a brace and everything. So I had kind of gotten out of that phase, and then I was out of the brace and I was trying to get things moving again while also trying to continue to strengthen my lower body and stay in good shape. Everybody there is awesome and it makes it fun. Like, that's a long road. You know, I've done it twice on the other shoulder, a couple times on the knees, like had a bunch of injuries and you just think about what a grind that is to go through that again. And I knew all that we had ahead, or hoped to have ahead of us all summer with the family, moving here to Minnesota. And I had surgery the day that our moving truck got here to the house. So I came back from surgery and they're unloading the moving truck in one arm, walking around. Not to be out there opening night is frustrating. You want to be with the guys, but you know, I was lucky enough to come back pretty quickly and was only missed a few games earlier this year, which was great.
Obviously, I'm excited for all of us to be together. More so to just like get to watch Jonny and be here and like experience it and see him do something he loves with people he clearly loves as well.
I just couldn't wait to get my family here and for them to be a part of it and get us back together and to have that stability. Then Billy called and it all went from there.
Merrill moves in, a shot, he scores! John Merrill ties it for Minnesota.
Just to know that he has us here, whatever like, you know, he needs. He comes back from, you know, a bad day or this or that. He gets tackled by 4 little girls and a pup. So I think just knowing that we're here is going to ease his mind so much.
As the snow has started to fall, it's kind of cool for my girls to live somewhere like this, cold. They were in Denver, but it's not the same level of coldness and snow that we have here in Minnesota. So I think they're really digging the winter vibes for sure. It's great to be able to see them every single day, or at least when we're home, be around them and drive them to school in the morning, make their lunches, and just do things with them. And the pride of my life is to be their dad, so to have them around and let them be a part of this, what I think is a really special group of guys and team, and to have them be a part of it is really cool for me. Yeah, no. It's a special place for me, the city of Detroit, and you know, all the Detroit sports franchises. It was cool as a kid to follow them and be a fan of, so it's definitely fun to be back here. I've been on the college one over at Michigan a couple times, but this is definitely my first NBA shoot around.
It looks like he's played his whole life. He's got the form, he's got the jumper down, he's got the ball fakes, he's got it all.
Good pop, good board, great board, Larry Bird.
Always been a fan, played a ton in the driveway. A few school teams through elementary and middle school, but once hockey got a little bit more serious towards high school is when my basketball career came to an end.
He's a Michigan guy, he's a Detroit Pistons bad boy basketball type of player. You can see it in his game.
Definitely grew up a Pistons fan. Obviously a big fan of those championship teams in the early 2000s. Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, those were my guys. I was probably about 5 years old when I went to my first sort of learn to play program. Just kept going, and then I got better and better, and by the end of that, I was able to play 2 years up with my brother the next year on like a team, and then fell in love with the game as the Red Wings were winning, and I was just getting into hockey, so it was kind of a perfect love story. I played in Flint for maybe 2 seasons. There's not as good of hockey in Flint as Detroit, so then my brother wanted to go try playing down there, and he started playing down there, and then I did too, and so we were commuting from Flint to Detroit for hockey a couple days a week, which was a lot for my parents for sure. Just the investment that I could see that they were making. I mean, every extra dollar, every extra moment we had as a family was dedicated to my brother and I's hockey. So it took us away on weekends as you start playing more intense hockey, like you're traveling to Toronto or Chicago on the weekends.
Michigan with the extra man. Here's Langlis to Merrill, who scores! The line cuts to the middle. Now he feeds it over the shot. They score! Merrill, he got another goal. It's 2-0.
To play in the NHL and win a Stanley Cup is kind of my thing. Like, it was all about winning the cup for me. Like, as a kid, seeing the Wings do it, like popping those VHSs in and standing in front of the TV with your mini stick, like watching them hoist that cup, just that's why I wanted to play hockey, was to throw your gear off and celebrate with your teammates and win a Stanley Cup. It was not about where you got drafted or what number and all that. It's like, that was it, and I had a chance at it at least. I was going in the right direction.
Leave it! Nice touch, big dude. Three for three, but who's counting? I'm shooting it at a really high percentage this morning.
Yeah, you shoot it today?
Yeah.
Gunslinger?
Gunslinger. I only missed twice.
Oh, yeah?
Woo! This is an awesome arena, great venue, and it's just being back in Detroit and seeing that Red Wing winged wheel logo up there is, you know, it's special.
John Merrill.
Hey, up front we got Green. Hey, Moose. Hey, Party. Hey.
We knew that he gets pretty serious and gets kind of crazy. The mullet gets shaken and he slaps the paper a little bit.
Yeah, it was first game of the season in Anaheim there, and I was just like, Darbs handed me the card, and I just was trying to get the boys fired up and be a part of the group, and like I said, have fun, keep it light, and yeah, and it kind of just, it took off. Didn't see it coming for sure.
Street boys up here in the gymnasium. Up front we got Hartsey, Duke, Merrill. On the back end we got Spurs, Mincy. Between the pipes we got the Johnny.
I mean, he really plays that role of that goofy, funny character in the room. So when it was a great read. I think he had it for a while too. We went on a roll when he was rhyming off some lines. So yeah, that was pretty funny. The guys all loved it, and he's got a couple quirky sayings of, you know, let's go streaking through the gymnasium. I think that's from old school. So he's got some movie quotes that he likes to use.
Definitely brings the energy. You see some of his dance moves in the dressing room and just some funny stuff he comes up with, some sayings, some nicknames. He's always good to break the ice.
I think it's good. I think it's fun, right? It wakes you up a bit. We've been sitting, you know, in the chair for a while, so I think it's good to get a wake up, say, all right, let's go. It's time. You know, it's time to go. And definitely Johnny brings that energy when he gets a read.
Make this a hard place to play, huh? Ah!
You learn some stuff from what other guys do, and you try and bring that sort of energy that you see someone else do. You see how someone else comes to the rink every day with a positive mindset, or with a little funny thing like the lineup card, or something that keeps it light, something that makes everybody in the room smile and say, like, I'm happy to be here. I enjoy my time with this team. I'm really happy to be a part of it. I try and create a friendly, happy environment for everybody there when they interact with me, and yeah, I think it's so important.
He's the most normal guy in the world in the sense that he's just like everybody else. He's very humble. It doesn't matter who you are, he'll give you the shirt right off his back. He's just a good guy.
Jess, his brother, is gay. That was kind of, to be honest, my first introduction into the community is knowing him and getting to know some of his friends. It's really just been something that I've learned about and been aware of since meeting him. I remember he and I spoke one time about some of his struggles that he went through in high school, being picked on and bullied, and I started to think about that, and you just think about how many kids are out there in the LGBTQ community that are feeling isolated, being picked on, being discriminated against for something that they have zero control over.
When we heard that it was Minnesota Wild's first Pride night ever, we were like, okay, we have to do something. And then I was able to get connected to Twin Cities Pride. And John and I were able to talk to them and figure out a few families. They were able to come to the game and like experience one of the most welcoming nights hockey could offer.
And I think just to bring awareness to that and make them feel even more accepted and more a part of the hockey community is really cool, because that's what hockey and sports does for a lot of people, is it creates that community of support. It's something that we look to do more of and make them a part of our community.
Fans, congratulations to John Merrill, playing in his 500th career NHL game tonight.
Never really thought about playing one game in the NHL, so I don't take one day for granted in this league. I don't look ahead. I think every time I'm able to come to the rink and have hockey as my job, it's a good day for me. I don't think too far ahead.
Yeah, 500 mark's big. I think longevity in anything is important and should be honored, and it's really tough too to get to that point of playing that many games. I mean, you got to dodge a lot of things. You got to have a lot of good luck, fortune type thing with injuries and whatnot. But it says a lot about the person, about the player, and he's just a great human being in that room that everyone respects, and a big part of our team.
Last year blew up one of his pinky with the puck. That thing's still messed up, and he didn't miss a beat, right? He kept playing with his finger that was all dangly and stuff. Again, I think it shows his love for the game, and he wants to be a big part of the team, be a good teammate, and I think those are great quality to have.
I think about how proud I would be of my kids if they ever get to a level like that, and their commitment to my career, or just allowing me to go on my journey has taken me to this level. I think it must be pretty special for them, and I'm just makes me happy that I'm able to make them proud.
They love going to the games. It's their favorite thing in the world. They love going up to the glass. They love when Johnny's about to go off, he sends him a kiss. It's nice.
I just think about the journey and the different players you've played with, the different people you've met along the way, and different experiences I've been able to have because of hockey. Yeah, it was a fun trip down memory lane in my mind for sure.